This is Laurie from Acclaim Crafts again. Thanks for joining us to have a look at our pretty awesome new product. This is, we're calling this the VersaThingy, and it is a craft show display for jewelry. It is also for, if you have a shop, you can put it in your shop, and you can completely customize this. You're seeing now fully assembled with the little shelves in place and the bracelet hooks upside down being used as partitions. Let me turn this around and show you the back. It's got 2 feet. It's got, you see how these all go together with little wedgies. So to take anything out, you just wiggle the wedgie, pull it out, just like that. So you can customize this a bunch of different ways. Put the shelves in, take them out, arrange them however you want. This is going to come to you unfinished, just like you see it here. And then you can paint this, you can stain it, you can put gold leaf on it, you can cover it with paper, you can brand it with your own colors. There's pretty much no limit to what you can do, and I know that I haven't even thought of all the different ways that this could be configured. But let me set this one aside, and I will show you how it looks when it comes out of the package, and then I'll start assembling one of them, and then you can watch and see how this all goes together. So let me just put this one aside. Okay, put that over there. All right. When you get your package from us, you're going to open it up, and you're going to see something like this. There's probably glare on it because this one is actually in shrink wrap. So this is the front, and then you can see here on the back, hopefully the camera's picking this up, it's a whole bunch of small parts. There are 45 parts in this, so, and some of them are pretty little. The wedgies are little, and we've got, you'll need 17 to fully assemble it like I showed you just a moment ago. And then we've given you some extra ones. There's 3 extra in case one of them gets lost, so you'll have some extras in there. So you take it out of the package, and this is what you're going to see. I'm going to set this one down, and here is one that I've taken the plastic off. Let me just lift this off, and there's still one wedgie in there. Pull that out. Okay, so here's the frame all out. You can throw this away, put it in the fireplace, you know, hang on the wall. It's kind of abstract art. So we've got all these little parts and pieces in here. You've got 9 shelves. This is what the shelf looks like. Here's the piece that goes through the front. So you've got 9 of these. I'll just set those, make a stack of these. We'll go through all the pieces and show you what you're going to get. Let's see, here's another one. Keep that all going the right way. All the wedgies. And then you have 9 of these little guys here. These are the fronts for the shelves. So this is the only gluing that you have to do on this piece here. You put that little front on there, and then you're going to, the only place that you put glue is right inside there, right there, in between the 2 little uprights, and then put that on there like that. Let that sit for 24 hours. We used E6000 because we had it, and it stays kind of flexible. It doesn't dry out and fall out like some glues do. And most people who do jewelry have got some E6000 laying around. So it's a good all-purpose glue. It penetrates the wood really well, and it works great. But I'll show you how we set ours up so that the little shelves could glue overnight without, you know, ending up going at a weird angle or anything like that. So let me set all the stuff over here. And then those are the feet. Some are the fronts. This is another shelf. I like the way it smells. It's cut with a laser, and the laser cuts by burning. So it has a nice kind of a, I don't know, it reminds me of a campfire. Some of that burnt smell kind of stays in there, so I like it. It's wood. These little things like that, see that against the shadow there? These are bracelet hooks, And so these are ones you can add. John says they look like galoshes or Santa boots. So those over there. All right, so here's the front. Okay, and so you can see we've got a lot going on here before we even put the feet or anything in. Let me go over some of this stuff with you. These little guys here are integrated bracelet hooks. So you can hang individual bracelets. If the beads are chunky, you can hang them right in there and display your beads. Or, I'm sorry, your finished bracelets for sale. You can hang bracelets here. You can hang them on the sides, or you can hang necklaces too. We've designed it so that they will hang and not, depending on the beads you're using, they won't cover up, they won't cover each other up. So I've got like a group of, say, 5 identical bracelets. You could hang them like that. If you wanted to just showcase them individually, it's pretty easy to do. You just slide them through there, and they hang just like that. Now this is without, any of your shelving or any of the accessory pieces. So you get the gist there, and then you can hang some up here. So I know, these bracelets sell really well at craft fairs and in shops. So if you want to display a bunch of bracelets, this is a really easy way to do it. You can stack them up. These are probably 8 to 10 millimeter beads that I have in here, but we designed these so that you can use up to inch wide beads in this, and they should go in no problem. The smaller ones like this will take up to about a 15 millimeter bead in a bracelet. So if you have some larger beads on your bracelets, you should be able to tuck them in there without any problem. And then if you have larger ones than that, going up to really huge size, like I've got a strand of these are like, I think, 23 millimeters. You can see they go through there no problem right there. Just really good. Put that aside. So you've got all these bracelet hooks that are integrated. This is an integral part of the front. All right, now let me show you another cool thing. With the feet, see, they've got a hole that way, or you could do it whole that way. This is probably the conventional way, the way that I use mine the most, with the hole down. And I'm not going to put the wedgies in just yet. I'm just going to show you the angle. See the angle of that? Okay. Now, if you need a greater angle, say you have a low table, or you just, because of your lighting or whatever, you want to change the angle so that it's more laid back, you put it whole side up, like that. Let me slip that through and show you. See, that's the angle that you achieve when you flip it over. So if you wanted to display something at a greater angle, it is. This is not tippy either, in either configuration. So we've also allowed for the edges here are, there's room around the edges, so up here or up here, we could have just rounded that off, but this allows you, if you wanted to clip a book light onto this edge, or you put signage or put your business card or something up there, you've got room to do that. So if you've got a show that doesn't have electricity, and you've got some battery operated lights for some extra lighting to really sparkle up your jewelry a little bit, that is another possibility. And you see, I'm just pushing these little wedgies through the holes that are in there, and once you push them in, they're really in there. It's very firm. I'm going to switch this around and make sure I've got it in all the way, and just give it a little push with my thumb. There's another wedgie. Push that in. You can kind of wiggle it and see if it feels like it's in there firm. Another thing you can do too, a lot of our shows that we do are outside, and you have to sometimes deal with breezy or inclement weather. So you can weigh this down. You can use the holes that are in there, and because of the way that we've spaced them, you can take a ruler, just a standard ruler, slide it through the hole, and then if you've got some rice, bag of beans, something like that, or if you've got some nice looking little wedges, you can just lay those on there and it'll weigh it down. Of course, the bracelet hooks that are integral in there are going to allow for some of the breeze to blow through there and hopefully help keep it from resisting the wind and going out of and blowing off your table. But that's another option that you have. So take that out. I'm going to turn this back around so you can see the front. So here we are with just the front. Then you can see, say you make malas. So here's a conventional mala, 108 beads, I believe. And you can hang this, let's see, around like that, and then back in there like this. Bring that up, and you've got something that's showcased. And then you could add your shelf in there, and I haven't showed you how to do the glue yet, but you could put your shelf in there, put some earrings right there. Pretty cool. But yeah, you've got lots of spaces on here. If you wanted to just use this to hang some necklaces from, you've got plenty of space to do that. You can still hang your earrings and your bracelets on here. You can hang, I use French hook ear wires, so I hung them, I have some long pairs and I've hung them over this edge. You could also go through the little slots that are in here that are for the shelves. You could just feed those right through. So you have a lot of options. Let me take that off. And these little guys. And I should tell you how you glue your fronts on. And let me go back here. We're going to take these feet off. This will be a lot easier to do with the feet out. Because you could do it with the feet in place. And then you're going to want to put your little shelves. Figure out where the best side is. Want that up. And then what I did is I went through, I put all of my shelves in. Put the little wedgie in to hold it. So you go through and put all 9 in. See how they lock in the little wedge? See that? It's very easy. You go through and you put them all in. And then once you've got them all in, you take your little front, and there's a good side, and then there's the other side that's down. This is what they call flare. This is from the flame. There's actually a flame in there. So I want that on the inside where it's not going to be seen. I don't want that as my front. So once you've got all of your fronts in there, I only have 3, but you put your glue, remember, right in between the 2 upright pieces. Just put a little dab right there. And then just put your front on. Press down for just a second. And then go through, do all of your fronts. Make sure all of your fronts are on. Leave it overnight. You never have to worry about it after that. And after that, you just come down and you can assemble your VersaThingy any way you want. And then break it down, pack it flat, take it to the next show, or change it up if you have a shop and you want to show people how that, you want to show people the different displays, change that up for, with different papers on it to customize it. You paint it in your custom colors if you want to. You could put wallpaper on there. We sized this so you could put just an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It'll cover all of these holes. So if you wanted to just hang necklaces on there and not have these holes show, an 8.5 by 11 sheet is going to cover all but these 3 holes on the bottom. If you want those covered, I went to the dollar store and found some craft paper, a package of it in different colors, and I just pulled this sheet out a little while ago. This is happened to be a green one. But you could Scotch tape this on there and then just put your feet in to hold it at whatever angle, if you wanted the farther back angle like this or the more upright one. Just Scotch tape that in place and you've got a place for your necklaces without all those holes in the back if you find that distracting. And then, of course, you can put signage, you can, use your display, you put your business card up in here. Okay, let me show you one of these that is all assembled. And John stained this one for me. We had some early American stain just laying around the shop. So this is early American. There's no sealer or anything on it. I don't know if it's one of those that has the sealer in it. But anyway, it came out pretty rich looking, I think. And so I have this set up with these little velvet earring stands that a lot of us have. These little cheapy things. And so I just set those on there. So I've showcased 9 pairs of earrings, different lengths. I've got my fringies, my long fringies that actually hang over the front, but that's kind of a neat look. And I've still got hooks for my bracelets on the side. Let's see. I've got, I think these are in, yeah, I've got 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, and I've got 1 of those. Here's 3 of those. These are kind of bigger beads, so a little bit longer. But you can see there is still plenty of room. If I wanted to put one of these special sparkly bracelets up there and another one over here, I could sure do that. Put my business card up there on one side or the other, or put a book light up there. There are lots and lots of different ways that you can use these the shelves. Let me show you too. I'll take these guys off. And I'll turn the bracelet hooks over and I'll show you how those work. I've got them upside down and using them as partitions in this. But you can use them for their actual intended purpose, which is to display bracelets. So, if you have problems getting these out, they're hard to get if you just pull them straight out. But you just wiggle them a little bit. And see, you want to put the little tip of that boot up. You just give them a wiggle, they'll come out. But because this is wood, they really do grab really nicely. And so this is nice and firm. So, okay, let's see. Let me grab some bracelets here. So here's some more bracelets there. And some there. So you could do something like that. Oops, too much jewelry out here. It's everywhere. So like I said, I haven't even begun to scratch the surface yet of all of the possibilities for this thing. It's just an amazing jewelry display. We've not seen anything like this on the market, and I think you're really limited by your own imagination, the different ways you can finish it, the different ways that you can configure it. I've used these hooks in different places on here. There's actually 4 of these. I've still got 2 of them that are upside down below here. I don't want to have you wait while I pull it all apart. But you can use them in different configurations. You can put, the hooks up. You can put 1 or 2 shelves in there. You can arrange it in a myriad of different ways. If you used like, contact paper, like shelf paper on there, you could peel it off and change it out. Like you could put your craft show time is coming up, and with all the fall displays, you could use orange or green or something on there in contact paper, and then just peel it off and then go straight into reds and greens for Christmas. And then, pinks and yellows for Easter, for spring. Whatever your imagination comes up with. This is an incredibly versatile, which is why we came up with the name VersaThingy. you know, because it's a definitely a neat thingy, but it's so versatile, and we just wanted to, you know, it's a thing that we do here at Acclaim Crafts. If you're familiar with our products, you know, we try to give you more than you bargain for. Try to make things that are beautiful, that are useful, that are durable, and that you can really get a lot out of, and that aren't like anything anybody else is making. And this, I think, fills that bill. So it's the VersaThingy from Acclaim Crafts. I think I've covered everything. I've got the little earring shelves. Oh, by the way, these are also designed, the reason that we have the fronts on there is so if you're like a lot of people, instead of using the little velvet cards like these, which have their own little feet on there, if you're using your business cards and you've drilled them and you put your earrings in there, this will keep the earring or your business card from slipping off the front. So it gives that card something to catch on. And then when you're using a standard business card in the vertical position, when you lean it back, it completely covers this opening back here, so you don't see it. So it's just it was just another little design criteria that we added in. So anyway, the VersaThingy by Acclaim Crafts. Thank you so much for watching the video. We really appreciate each and every one of you watching our videos, commenting, giving us that thumbs up, and subscribing. It means a great deal to us, and we really appreciate all your comments and your suggestions, and all the thumbs up that you give us. Thank you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.